Hey guys, how are you guys doing? I had to make a quick run and decided I would, do a live video for today. Today is Wednesday. And I wanted to talk about some things that have been coming across my timeline, and I just wanted to make sure that that we kept our mindsets correct. So shout out to everyone who's a part of my tribe, people who connected with me or follow me. I'm not going to take too much of your time. I just want to take maybe like 10 or 15 minutes of your time and talk to you really quickly. And so, lately I've been doing some strategy sessions with clients and customers, and also some gatherings among my tribe. So if you're not aware, we did the Leaders Lab. The Leaders Lab went down on Monday. It was phenomenal. Hey, Ash, how are you? The Leaders Lab went down on Monday. It was phenomenal. And I've just become a lot more intentional in these past couple of days to focus on making sure that my tribe and those that I'm connected to stay focused on what we have planned to do this year. And, it's kind of a common joke that we're making right now, right? Like throw 2020 in the trash, we're kind of moving forward. This pandemic has put a lot of things on pause for many people. But I am finding I'll put it like this, it's very interesting how some people are handling this situation. So today I want to talk to those of you who are leaders, okay? Because those are the only people I can talk to with the conversation that we're about to have. There are certain topics that you cannot talk to when it comes to people who want to follow the crowd. Hey, Kate. People who, oh wait, that's Kat. I was like, wait, is that Kate? No, it's Kat. Hey, Kat. Hey guys. Hey, Jazz. Hey, Tiff. Hey, Indiana. There are certain conversations that I can only have with leaders, because we're going to talk about some things in this live that I believe is vital to who you are as a leader. And we had a conversation with Faith on Fire. If you have not been connected with Faith on Fire 2020, I don't know what you've been doing. But, I've been hosting this weekly Monday night at 7:30 on my YouTube channel. We have hundreds of people who've registered. They've been watching the content. And 2 weeks ago, I taught on faith for leadership. And then this past Monday, I taught on faith over fear. And one of the things that is really important right now is that if you have been set up to be a leader, how you lead at this current moment is revealing your level of leadership. Right? How you're leading in this moment and to me, I'm finding it a little bit shocking on the amount of people who months ago had leadership quotes for days and had, they were streaming live on leadership. And then now we come to a moment where we need leaders more than ever. And it sounds like we have crickets right now. It sounds like, we have people who don't really know what to say, because it's easy to lead when there is not a global impact issue, right? But it's really hard to lead when you don't have anything to say, right? And I'm not talking about being a person that is, just saying things to say things, right? But if you're going to, thank you, Bree, if you're going to have an awesome 2020, how you lead in this moment is going to dictate what the rest of your 2020 looks like. There are some people who are using this moment to give themselves an excuse to not execute once we come out of this. Some people have already thrown in the towel due to what's happening, due to what has happened and what is happening. And this is actually the moment in time where greatness is actually truly made, because can you make something out of nothing? Can you make something out of basically nothing? Can you make something out of dim situations? Are you really an encourager? Are you only an encourager when there's good things happening in the world? Or are you someone that can make something out of nothing? This is why we have two groups of people, even people. There's people around the world who have lost jobs and they're struggling in depression. And this is the perfect time where all of these cheer happy people who talk about how they want to brighten up the world, this is the perfect time for you to encourage someone who is in suicidal thoughts because they feel as if they cannot move on. They feel as if literally they do not know where their next paycheck is coming from. Unemployment's not going to kick in a certain time. They're nervous about the rent, about the mortgage, and they're in a place where all of this talk you have been giving us for all of these months and years, all the books you've written. This is the time for you to use all this stuff that you have come out of your head, come out of your mind. All of the people who are who Christians or in different religions in ministry. This is the time for you to do what you say is beyond the four walls. And so I'm trying to just encourage a few people. I don't need to have like everybody to go with me. I don't have to have everyone agree with me. But if I can just get like a few people to say, you know what, Gigi, you're right. My 2020 is not on pause. My 2020 is not messed up. Matter of fact, I'm going to use this moment. I've been using this P word to pivot and make the most of not just my impact in my home or my family or even in my business or in my career, but I'm going to use this time to make a pivot for my leadership. Right now, we need leaders, and leaders don't necessarily have to be known. Leaders don't necessarily, it's not about being known or a platform. Leadership comes from voice. It comes from giving voice to clarity in dark moments and in good moments. So this is your time to lead your family. This is time to lead your marriage or to help in your marriage. This is the time to lead your kids. If you have not been leading your kids all year, my God, grace be unto you. This is a time for you to lead your family, to lead your kids when they didn't feel like mom and dad was leading us because the house is chaotic and things were happening. This is a time for you to lead your community. This is time for you to lead people because of you having a sincere heart, not because you want to be known, but of the sincerity of your heart. And so I am curious on my timeline, how many people are going to take advantage, not out of weird motives, but to take advantage of the nothing, of the lack right now. There is so much lack, and that means that there is so much space for there to be a presence of good voices, of doing good. I'm trying to tell you, like, this is the moment. So this is why I want to encourage leaders, don't throw the 2020 away. Please do not throw your 2020 away. Don't throw your dreams away, because as leaders, we don't throw things away because we experience lack. Matter of fact, leaders are known for taking lack and turning it into leadership. That's what we're built to do. We're built to look at things that other people see impossible and make a way, not just for ourselves, but for others. We need to be able to have open eyes in this moment to make room for other people. There are people who you have such an ingenious mind. You think in such powerful ways. How are you going to use these moments to bring people together? I was talking to someone and they were like, Genesis, I really want to do this thing online, but I saw someone else doing it. So I guess there's really no need for me to do it. Listen, if I can just encourage the leaders real quickly, again, I'm almost done. It can be the littlest of things. Let me tell you something. There are tons of people right now who are hosting the little, get-togethers, Zoom calls, getting together. And let me tell you something. There are people who follow you. They haven't joined everyone else's call. They haven't hopped on everyone else's Zoom. They're waiting for someone that they personally can connect to, and maybe it wasn't those people. And sometimes as leaders, we feel like us doing something in this moment, well, everyone else is doing it. There's no need for me to do it. Everyone else kind of gathering people, but they want you. They follow you. So it could be something as simple as, Genesis, I'm going to make a dedication that, maybe a couple times a week, I'm going to use my Facebook to spread light. I've been going down so many people's timelines, and they're talking more about the disease in a detrimental way than life. So are you helping people stay more depressed? I know that may seem like a little bit of a harsh thing to say, but can I just say it? Are you keeping people stuck in a depressive mood because all you're doing is spreading the fear? Or are you someone that says, you know what? Yeah, I may only have 3,000 Facebook friends, but these are 3,000 people that I am connected to. And because I know I'm not like everybody else, I'm not going to do what everyone else is doing in this moment. I'm going to use my timeline to bring light, to bring some laughter. Let's joke about this moment. Let me encourage. I have friends who are Muslim, and you know what they're doing right now? They're spreading scriptures from the Quran, encouraging their friends. I have friends who are, of atheist, there's been times spreading like, listen, no matter what religion you are, no matter what culture you are. I have friends who, they're Spanish speaking, they're American Spanish speaking. You know what they're doing right now? They're sending out posts in Spanish to all of their friends who maybe they don't even post in Spanish all the time. But guess what they're doing at this time? They're posting prayers or encouragement in Spanish to their Spanish speaking friends who maybe they don't communicate a lot. This is the time where we're going to really see, are you the leader in business that you say you are, the leader in life? And I'm not even asking you to do a lot. I'm just asking you, can you please be the leader that takes lack and puts it into something that's called leadership? That's what leading in it is all about. So I want to leave you with some 3 execution points, because I'm always about execution. I'm always about, using our time. Yes, Jess, I will call you. I'm using this time. I have been traveling. There's been so many things happening, and so many people are depressed, like legit depressed. They're sad. I was talking to a business owner yesterday who had to close her doors, and she had over $100,000 in payroll, and her insurance company wouldn't cover it. She had to close her doors, and she only had enough cash flow. And I was talking to her yesterday, and she's like, she said, I'm in the darkest place that I've ever been right now. I was talking to someone who was the complete opposite. Had a minimum wage job, lost their job, taking care of their family, and they filed for unemployment, and they're just like, there's so much fear around, what's going to happen next? How long will this go on? They're saying it's going to be, we're going to come out in April. Now they're saying it's going to be May. What are we going to do? And this is the time where, as a leader, you're going to have to make a decision to show life and love to your customers, to show life and love to your community. There's a lot of people right now who are being silent. And I'm all about being silent because, you need to rest, you need to spend time with God, you need to, but for those of us who are posting every day on social media, yeah, you're out here. It's not like you're in seclusion praying, or in seclusion by yourself. You're out here, which means that you have the fingers to type life. You have the fingers and the voice to give light and love to people right now. If you can send, if you can share memes all day, you can definitely send an email to your community encouraging them. You can definitely put out posts to encourage them. And, it is your duty. I know that may not sound right, but as a leader, it actually is your duty to lead people. It may be your 500 Facebook friends, but you need to lead them. You need to send encouragement light. So again, let me give you 3 execution points, because again, I'm all about execution. I want to make sure that even in these moments, there's a lot of stagnation in some things, a lot of things on pause, but we're going to do the best that we can and move on. And so the 3 execution points are: number 1, if you claim that you're a leader, let us see it. Leadership is not about all your talk. Leadership is about your actions. So if you claim to be a leader, lead. I would love to see how you lead in this moment. I would really do. I would love to see how you're going to lead in this moment. Don't take up vocal space. Take up action. And remember that action as a leader is not about you being seen as the biggest thing. It's about leading, again, in different pockets. Lead your family, lead your loved ones, check in, lead those that you're connected to on social, call your friends. And that's what I'm going to be doing this upcoming week. I'm going to be calling everybody, lead. The second thing is that you need to make the most and turn your lack into leadership. The first one is lead, take action, and impact people. The second thing is that you need to figure out how to turn lacking situations right now. There's so many voids that people are really struggling with, and you have the genius to convert those lacks into something bigger. Some of you have been waiting to start businesses, and this is not the time maybe for you to start a full-on business. Maybe it's the time for you to finally build that community that will launch the business. Let's first care for people first. Let's see if you care about people before you care about your paycheck. Let's care about the people. Do you actually care about people? Do you care about people? Do you care about them? Because right now people need care. Look, they're going to give you their money, but you need to care about them. You need to care and show up to feed the people. I was teaching to the Leaders Lab this Monday. It's in Jesus. The people have been following him for so long. Whether or not you believe in Jesus, it's a great story anyway. Jesus had been teaching and people have been following him. And so what he did was he fed them. He fed them. They've been following him. So what he did was I'm going to feed these multitudes of people. I'm going to feed them. I'm going to care for them because they care for me. Take care of your people. Figure out how you can take care of the void. Figure out where the voids are. If you are a leader and you have not even been trying to help people in this season, Woe unto you. And I don't care if you feel convicted, but I think it's crazy on how we have no problem being on flyers. We have no problem being on speaking stages. We have no problem people shouting us out or propping us up. But woe be unto your selfish, ungrateful self if in this moment you cannot figure out a way to find a void to fill for people. Woe be unto you if you can take people's money as a business owner and not figure out how to give back to people in some kind of way. I am scared for you if you are someone who you have no problem taking from people, but you have a hard time giving to people. Woe be unto you. Figure out a way to lead like you say that you are. It's too many people right now with headshots and are not leading with leadership type heads, okay? I don't care about your head. No one cares about your headshots right now. I'm trying to tell you right now. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. People right now care about love, caring about their family, staying sane. I need you to speak to that. So that's the second thing. The third thing. So the first thing is that, you need to be a leader. You need to show up, you need to execute and show action. The second thing is that I need you to figure out where people are hurting and lacking and help fill those voids. But then here's the third thing. I need you to take care of yourself. Leaders, for some of you, this is a sign that you need to slow your behind down. I was going to say your hiney. You need to slow your behind down. And you need to take care of yourself. Because you can't lead if you're not taking care of you. So what I'm going to also say is that you need to add rest on purpose. You need to encourage. Yes, you need to show up. Yes, you need to give back as a leader. There's no way you can call yourself to lead, or you're obsessed with yourself to the point where you love to see your face on flyers, but not in people's lives. But you also need to use this time to assess you, to work on your self-awareness. Self-awareness is key as a leader. Self-awareness is knowing who I am, knowing my strengths, my weaknesses, not trying to play or improve my weaknesses because they are my weaknesses, and instead figure out how to upplay my strengths and how to delegate when it comes to my weaknesses, the things that I'm not good at. You need to get to know yourself. A lot of people, we say that we know ourselves, but you're never actually done knowing yourself. You are always evolving as a human being. And there's too many prideful leaders who feel as if they've reached the apex of their leadership. There is no top to leadership. You are always evolving. And right now you're evolving even more because you're in the midst of a world shifting change where you are going to change as a leader because you're going to lead in this moment. And so how do you lead in a moment like this? It's a little different than maybe how you led 2 years ago, or a year ago, or last week. And so take time to rest your mind, pray. There are too many leaders who are addicted to going live, but you haven't prayed, or you only pray when you go live. Let's work on that, and I'm not here to condemn anyone. What I'm here to say is that we're leaders, so it's our job to show up, but it's also our job to show up for ourselves. This is also the time for you to execute on some of those dreams that you've been working on. This is the perfect time to take advantage of those seasons. But also too, for those of you, for instance, who you have a team and you lead those people, take care of your team right now. This is the perfect time to take care of your team in a way where you probably have more time than you usually do to make sure that they're good. This is a good time to take care of your team behind the scenes. This is a good time if you have business partners to spend time with each other virtually, Skype or whatever it may be, and not for the sake of business, but for the sake of our sanity and for the sake of making sure that we're mentally in check and in line. This is the time to probably deal with cultural issues within your business or your company that have been kind of waiting under the rug, and now because you have some more time, we can deal with it. It's time to call up someone that maybe you've been mad at and unforgiving to, and deal with those situations, because we're now in like a pausing limbo that is you can take advantage of. Remember, leaders take advantage of moments that there's lack, and they use it to push into leadership. So again, take care of yourself, take care of your team, take care of your staff, take care of those that you impact, because if you claim to be a leader, this is the time for you to show your leadership. So guys, listen, before I let you go, I want to let you know about some things that are happening within the community. We have a lot of things happening within GenesisDorsey.com. I'll put like this. What I'm telling you guys to do, I'm doing myself, because woe would it be, again, unto me for me to say something and I'm not doing it. So what I decided to do was Faith on Fire 2020. Faith on Fire 2020, we are entering, it's an 8-week Christian experience for leaders, entrepreneurs, people leading in the homes and ministry, whatever it may be. You consider yourself to be a leader. So Faith on Fire, we're entering into week 3 into next week. So right now we're in week 2. And so Faith on Fire is a virtual experience. We do, excuse me, a live stream on my YouTube channel. And if you click the link that's with this video, it is going to take you to all the links that I'm about to mention. But Faith on Fire is something I wanted to do for leaders, because right now we're in a time where our faith is being tested, and we do not have the time to lose our faith. You can lose a lot of things, but the Bible does say that we've overcome, and this is because of our faith, and so it's important that we do not lose our faith. And so we did Faith on Fire. We're in week 2. I just taught on faith over fear. So if you are struggling with fear, struggling with the promises of God, then you know what? Click the link in my bio. And you want to search for the link that says Faith on Fire 2020. It's completely free. We have hundreds of people who've registered, and we're sending out some free gifts every week that you're going to get by just being a part of the registration list. So definitely going to get on that list. The second thing is that I started something for Christian leaders called the Leaders Lab. And you don't really have to be a Christian to be a part of it, but we do have I do use biblical teachings with this. And the Leaders Lab is something I started. We just kicked off this Monday, and we join every Monday at 12:30 noon on a Zoom call, and we work with each other in our businesses and our ministries to stay in execution. And it's really awesome. We had it was phenomenal. And then what happens is that after every Monday, I send out homework for you to execute. Well, this Friday, we're having our first accountability call. So basically what we're doing is that this week we started talking about, working on our email lists, being in gathering season right now, gathering the people up, executing within that email list, increasing our engagement. And so, and we also talked about our mindset, our mentality this week, and how to keep the right mentality in this season. So we talked about mentality and then gathering one-on-one. And so then what I did was I gave out homework for this week. And so this Friday is our accountability call. And so if you decide that you want to take up my offer and, execute with us, then this Friday, we're going to keep you accountable. So that means that everyone who's a part of the Leaders Lab, they have to bring screenshots showing proof that they've actually executed the work that I've assigned to them. And this is a free coaching experience. It's a free, so you're going to be spending about 8 weeks with me getting coached for free. Okay. So you do not want to miss up on this. If this is something that you've always wanted, maybe you've wanted to be coached by me, couldn't afford it, and you're like, Genesis, I would love to be a part of a group like this, then you want to join the Leaders Lab. You can click the link in my bio, the link with this video, and you can find the Leaders Lab button. You want to join it, and then you'll get the Zoom link upcoming, and you'll be a part of the email list. The last thing is that this is my birthday month. So I'm really excited. I turned 28 April the 12th. Okay, I'm so excited. I won't be able to do much outside, but it's okay. I'm gonna make the most of it inside. Okay, I've already ordered all of the things that I want for my birthday, so I'm good. But this is my birthday month. Today marks, again, the April 1st. So we are counting down to April 12th. I turned 28, and I am so excited. And so I'm going to be doing some special things, some special giveaways for my birthday. And so you want to be a part of my email list. And I want to tell you what you get for free. So when you join my email list, you're going to get what's called the Platform Playbook. And so if you're not aware of my expertise, I am an expert in helping people basically take their genius, all this knowledge in your head, and convert it into passive and active income streams. Basically, I take your knowledge and I package it into products and services so you can sell what you know in here. So whether it's teaching people around the world how to gain the skills that you have, how to gain the knowledge that you have, or how to maybe learn principles or teachings or skill sets that you have. So I have a free playbook I want to give to you called the Platform Playbook. And if you click the link with this video, you're going to get it for free. And it teaches people how to begin to package their genius. And also it teaches you leadership skills on how to gain a following. So if you've always wanted to impact people in a bigger way, you've wanted people to become changed and influence in a greater dimension, and it comes from, the leadership that God has given you, well, then you want to get the Platform Playbook. It's going to teach you, again, how to begin to build that following, build that platform, not for your glory, but for the glory of the gifts that are inside of you, so that people's lives can be changed. That's really what it's about. It's not about you. It's about people being changed through what's inside of you. So you want to get the Platform Playbook. It's completely free, but by getting it, you join my email list. And I would love for you to be a part of it. We have thousands of people who are part of my email list. Facebook, this is just one way that I connect with my tribe. I have an Instagram. I have a YouTube channel. I have a LinkedIn. I have communities I've built up in different pockets. So just because we're here, it does not mean I have a tribe everywhere else. I have tribes in all these different pockets. But I would love for you for those of you who are here on my Facebook to join and be a part of everything that's going on here at genesisdorsey.com. But again, it's my birthday month, so I would love for you to be a part because I'm going to be doing some giveaways for the store, giveaways for coaching. So guys, I hope that you're encouraged. I'm going to leave you guys alone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, stay smart, okay? But guess what? Lead well. Bye, guys.